Listen.
Play more Wheel, weeknights at 7 on Channel 10.
Ants, bees, and stink bugs. Yes, spring is officially here. And with the warmer weather, pests will be trying to get into your home. Joining us now to talk more about this is Bobby Lane from Arrow Exterminators. Bobby, really appreciate you coming on today. And people are seeing more and more bugs entering their homes. What are the common bugs for the spring season?
Right now we've got several that are becoming more prevalent with the warm weather. You have your stink bugs, your kudzu bugs that are real prevalent during the spring, and then again in the fall. So they have a couple of seasons that they're real prevalent. They're just a nuisance insect. They're not going to cause any damage to your home, anything like that. They're a lazy insect. A lot of times you'll transport them in on your clothing or stuff that you're carrying in from outside. Best thing to do is make sure that all your screens around your windows, door screens, are sealed good. Caulk all your cracks and crevices, things like that, to keep them from being able to get in unless you transport them in on your body.
You mentioned the cracks and crevices in your home. Let's talk more about that. Where do you typically find bugs inside the home as well as outside the home?
Around plumbing areas. You know, insects are like us. Food, water, and shelter is what they need. So a lot of times they're looking for food, shelter as well, and of course water. So ants, a lot of times we'll find them around your sinks, your bathrooms, your bathtubs, coming in around the plumbing, things like that. So it's always good to keep the areas in those particular areas especially sealed good. Typically, you don't have a lot of problem with like ants in a bedroom or something like that because there's not a lot of food source or water source. They're mainly like in the kitchen areas, but they will migrate into other areas.
At what point do you need to call a professional?
Well, that's a good question. There's a lot of do-it-yourself things out there. Of course, exclusion is the best thing to start with, by making sure that everything's sealed up good for them. Keeping the food and stuff off the countertops, keeping things in sealed containers such as that, in the refrigerators, making sure all spills and stuff are cleaned up. But, you know, like I said, Beth, that's a good question. When do you call we have so many people that call us after they went out and bought all these store products that don't work, or a lot of times it's just you don't know where to put it. You know, it's not necessarily that the product don't work. It's just the method of application and where to put it. That's an important factor of it.
Bobby Lane with Arrow Exterminators, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Appreciate your expertise on bugs. Well, still ahead, the New Way Facebook wants to interact with businesses, plus the damage left behind after large-scale plumbing